Good morning, class. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, I'm Mr. John. Today I'm going to take
Good
you through.
morning.
Today I'm going to take you through slump concrete making materials. But before that, I will start by taking register. Well, I will start with Morris. Are you present? Morris, are you present?
Yes,
Morris,
present.
are you present? Maggie, Masharia,
Present.
Present.
Steven.
Present. Present.
Okay, thank you. Now I will start by asking a simple question. Who know any materials used in making concrete? Is there anybody who know any material used in making concrete?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Thank you. Anybody else with a different answer?
Silence.
Okay, thank you. There are different materials used in making concrete, which include water, cement or binders, and different aggregates. And aggregates refer to coarse aggregates and fine aggregates. With the fine aggregates include sand and coarse aggregates include ballast. Now, our objective by today will be, by the end of this lesson, the learner should be able to outline tests carried out on concrete mixes, carry out slump test on concrete mixes. Tests carried out on concrete mixes then classified into two categories according to locations: field test and laboratory test. Field test is tests which are made on the sites, while laboratory tests are tests which are made on laboratory or enclosed building or enclosed areas. Concrete mix tests include slump test, compacting factor test, remolding test, flow tests, ball penetration test, Nasaki probe test, and 2-point test. Is there anybody with question up to that? Anybody with a question?
No.
Or if there is no question, we will continue with a slump test. Who know what is a slump test? Is there anybody who have been into site and encountered a slump test? Is there anybody who have been to site and encountered slump test?
No.
Or if there isn't,
Yes.
yes, Margaret. What is a slump test? Please explain. Briefly explain what is a slump test.
A
Yes.
slump test
Yes.
is a test where you test concrete if it has more
Yes.
concrete compactness.
Okay. Thank you.
Compactness.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Margaret. A slump test. This is the most common test, and it is measure of consistency of the concrete. It is used on site as check on variation of materials being fed to the mixture. For example, an increase in slump may mean that water content has unexpectedly increased or change in quantities of aggregate added. The mold or slump cone used in slump tests is a flat slump of cone 300 meters high. And you can see the apparatus there. The apparatus there, the mold apparatus, there is a slump cone, slump tamping rod, which is this one, ruler used for measuring the heights. And the steel stamping rod should be 16 millimeters of diameter. Now, We will move to the procedures of conducting slump test. The procedure is as follows. The internal surface of the mold is thoroughly cleaned and applied with a light coat of oil. Then you should apply the oil in the cone to avoid the concrete to stick. The mold is placed on smooth, horizontal, rigid, and non-absorbent surface. The mold is then filled in 3 equal layers with freshly mixed concrete, each approximately to 1/3 of the height of the mold. Each layer is tamped 25 times by the load head of tamping rod. After tamping, the top surface is struck off level by means of screeding and rolling motion of the tamping rod. Then immediately clean off the leakage and any other concrete around the base. You should clean the leakage to avoid errors. The mold is removed from the concrete immediately by raising it slowly and carefully in vertical direction. The difference in level between the height of the mold and that of highest point of subsided concrete is measured. The difference in height in millimeter is called a slump in the concrete. Let us continue. The slump test reporting of results. The slumping measured should be recorded in millimeters. Any slump specimen which collapses or shear off laterally give incorrect results, and if this occurs, the test should be repeated with another sample. If the test is reported and the specimen again shears, the slump should be measured and the fact that the specimen should be recorded. Now, I want to show you the different slumps in concrete mixtures. There is a true slump, there is a shear slump, and a collapse slump. Now, there are some different limitations in slump test, and the limitations include as follows. It has no unique relationship with workability. It only detects changes in workability. The slump test will not increase workability, but it detects changes in workability. It occurs at the self-weight of concrete only, and it does not reflect behaviors under dynamic conditions such as vibrations. Results are unreliable to learners mixes, e.g. in shear slump, only suitable for concrete in which the maximum aggregate size is less than 40 millimeters. Now, is there any question about the slump test? Anybody with a question? Do you have question, learners? Do you have question?
No.
You don't have question. Any addition, recommendation?
No, sir. No, sir. You're okay.
Or you are okay?
We are
Now,
some
I will summarize my lesson by asking question. I will ask question about types of concrete mixes tests. Anybody? Anybody to answer me?
slump test.
Yeah, thank you. Slump test. Something? Anybody?
Compacting factor test.
Yeah, compacting factor test.
Photo
Yeah, flow test.
ball penetration test.
Yeah, borrow penetration test.
2.4.
Yeah, 2-point test. Now, we have come to an end of our class. Thank you very much for your cooperation and concentration. I will set the notes through class rep who will share to you, and you will learn, you will go through the notes to maximize your best. Anyway, thank you very much.